Good morning, everybody. Morning mementos. It's Chris here. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Monday, the 19th. Monday. Up and at 'em. Giddy up. Hope this finds everybody well, and appreciate y'all joining us this morning for a little recovery reading. Be reading from the same book today, 24 hours a day. Hazelton book. Almost a month of doing this, man. It's I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. It's kind of odd sitting talking to a camera, frankly speaking, but it is what it is. Let's get into it. Monday, January 19th, AA Thought for the Day from the Hazelton 24 Hours a Day book. On the foundation of sobriety, we can build a life of honesty, unselfishness, faith in God, and love of our fellow human beings. We'll never fully reach these goals, but the adventure of building that kind of life is so much better than the merry-go-round of our old drinking life that there's no comparison. We came into the AA to get sober, but if we stay long enough, we learn a new way of living. We become honest with ourselves and with other people. We learn to think more about others and less about ourselves, and we learn to rely on the constant help of a higher power. Question: am I living the way of honesty, unselfishness, and faith? Meditation for the day. I believe that God had already seen my heart's needs before I cried to Him, before I was conscious of those needs myself. I believe that God was already preparing the answer. God does not have to be petitioned with sighs and tears and much speaking before He reluctantly loses the desire to help. He has already anticipated my every want and need. I will try to see this and His plans unfold in my life. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may understand my real wants and needs. I pray that my understanding of those needs and wants may help to bring the answers to them. Interesting. Good reading. Back to the thought for the day. We'll never fully reach these goals of building a life of honesty, unselfishness, faith, and faith in God and love of our fellow humans. We'll never fully reach these goals. Recovery is not perfection, not in my case anyway. Recovery is not a destination, not in my case. I was not clear on that in the beginning. I thought that, I had this going on, I started doing these things, and I was recovered. That's not how it worked. Not for me anyway, or is working, and I'm kind of okay with that for sure. Recovery is a beacon. Chris is a beacon. Where am I going? What am I doing? Am I heading the right direction? I fail at this. I will not get this perfect. I will not always love everyone. I will not always be less self-centered. I will have burps and hiccups along the journey. What I can say today, with absolute honesty and without hesitation, is that I have less of these episodes now. I have progressed in my recovery to where these things have more space in between them when they occur, and it's definitely not a lifestyle like I once lived, which was very self-centered. It says we come into AA or NA or whatever your 12-step or however you do, we come into recovery to stop the drinking and the drugging, to get sober. It says if we stay long enough, we learn a new way of living. The 12 steps, again, 11 of them don't say anything about alcohol or drugs. Only one step in each of the programs that I am associated with mention alcohol or drugs. The other 11 are about cleaning up the past, figuring out what you wasn't doing, wasn't working, giving you something else to try, and then once you start succeeding, maintaining that. A lot of us sometimes that have had recovery on and off or whatever, we'll step into the gifts, man. We'll step into the things that we always wanted. We'll be driving the ballerina bus for the kids. We'll be coaching the football team, the young men's, Class A football team or whatever it is. The pygmy leagues or whatever. We'll be getting a promotion at work. We'll be asked to contribute to the PTA and be the treasurer or whatever it is, whatever our gifts are, the things that come to us. And without even really knowing it or whatever, we'll immediately not have any more time for meetings, for our group therapies, for the things that we're doing. We cut off what is given us these blessings. And to the best of my knowledge, when I did it, I didn't even realize I was doing it. I thought I finally got what I want. I'm finally getting where I want to be. Things are turning better or whatever. And I completely forgot and moved out of my life the time that I needed to, the time allotted I needed to maintain and maintenance that program that gave me back these gifts. These days I understand it clearly. Don't give up what gave it to you. I've built my recovery. Now my life is surrounded by it. It's not my life and then I squeeze in recovery wherever it'll fit these days. I get up every day and do this. I go out every day with a mindset of trying to find the better Chris. How can I help? What can I do? And daily I'm shown things that that I can be a part of. Again, perfection's not with me. I don't get it right every time. I don't go exactly where I'm supposed to go or always do the right things. There's hiccups and there's burps, but I don't ever have to drink or drug over it. I don't ever have to make it worse. If things in your life are changing, remember why that is. What changed before the good stuff started to happen, and don't work yourself out of what's working for you. Y'all have a blessed day. Make it a good Monday. Stay safe out there. Bundle up if you're anywhere around Virginia because it's getting chilly. Thank y'all for being with me. Please subscribe, like, share, do the things that we need to do if you're moved to do so to try to help me get this out a little bit further and build up the base. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. Lord willing, we'll see you Tuesday morning. Bye-bye.